Recent visit to Bamako of U.S. Assistant Secretary of State for African Affairs, Nick Checker, marked a turning point in U.S.-Mali relations. It was the first high-level U.S. engagement since military leaders took power in 2021 and followed years of suspended military cooperation. The U.S. State Department said the visit aimed to convey respect for Mali's sovereignty and to chart a new approach focused on security cooperation and economic engagement. It is a development that excites many ordinary Malians.
In Mali's current situation, we are ready to cooperate with all countries of the world in a win-win partnership. I see no problem with that. That is my wish.
The U.S. shift reflects a broader reassessment among Western nations. France recently ousted Chad President Mohamed Idriss Deby, a former military ruler, while Washington has also signaled willingness to engage with Mali's military-led allies Burkina Faso and Niger, highlighting how pragmatism and modern demands are increasingly outweighing democratic conditionality.
All of this is reflected in the search for raw materials and rare earths. You have seen that Donald Trump has traveled to China to negotiate with Chinese president to secure rare earths, while China clearly has companies operating in AES countries exploiting lithium and other minerals that could interest the Americans. That is why the Republican Donald Trump has decided to move closer to the AES countries in order to also benefit from these advantages.
Analysts warn that sustaining this new approach will depend on trust, consistency, and tangible outcomes lessons drawn from years of fluctuating Western engagement in the region.
After our region was subjected to all kinds of pressure, and since we refused to give in, Western countries are now attempting to change their strategy. However, we are fully aware that their objective remains the same: to control the development of Sahelian states and keep them in a form of dependency.
The renewed U.S. outreach also raised questions about Mali's deepening ties with Russia. Bamako has strengthened security cooperation with Moscow in recent years after breaking defense ties with Western partners.
Indeed, the Americans are looking for a living space, as we say in geopolitics, mainly to counter the Russians, who are already there and are certainly doing a good job. They are seeking to help these countries regain their sovereignty. Donald Trump, in his way of seeing things and his entrepreneurial approach, understands very well how things work. And his special envoy to Mali has said it is necessary to correct the mistakes of Joe Biden.
As global leaders debate Sahel security at forums like the Munich Security Conference, Mali's engagement with Washington signals a broader shift in how the West approaches military-led government in the region. Mamadou Tapili, CGTN, Bamako.